Grand rising, love. Okay, so boom. I got to put this disclaimer out here now, okay? Because spirit has been particularly, and when I say particularly, I mean particularly, okay? Messy as fuck with these messages all morning, okay? And especially since last night, even last night. So I already know this shit finna be spicy. I went ahead and cleansed my cards for you because I just feel like this shit is finna this is finna get a little interesting. Now, with that being said, let's get started. Okay. I just had to put that disclaimer out there. We're gonna take the masters, the ancestors, karma, great mother, and the most high for the messages we are about to receive. May they all be true and in the best interest of the person requesting. So with that being said, please tell my good sis about the situation with her family. She wants to know about her family overall. Ancestors, talk about the family, please. We're looking for confirmation and guidance on the family. Okay. Okay. So, the World card and the Wheel of Fortune card came out, meaning that there are some things that are spinning right now. However, the Blessing card came out as well, with the Divine Queen. So I think overall, as long as you guys are keeping your vibration high and working together, that everything is going to be okay. The ancestors are saying that there needs to be a bit more balance, I guess, in the way people are communicating with one another, and also pertaining to generational curses. And curses don't have to come in the form literally of somebody putting a curse on the family. It just means old behaviors and thought patterns and things that have been passed down could possibly be affecting that. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, negative thought patterns, negative energy associated with the bloodline. This could also be coming in the energy of self-judgment, meaning that there are judgmental people in the family, and y'all prone to judge. The balance card came out again. There are some things that you don't know pertaining to your family as a whole. There's secrets and lies. It's right there. There are some things that you don't know. This could be pertaining to the ancestors, or this could be pertaining to your living relatives right now. But you don't know everything that there is to know about the bloodline and how to best uplift it. But I do see the Justice card when you're planting the right seeds and setting the right example, to eventually be a matriarch in your bloodline. And so your ancestors are actually looking for you to do that. You see, there go your ancestors, and then there's you. And to do this, you must be in balance, and you have to be in balance with yourself. You have to be in balance with your energy. And is there any other blockage in the bloodline? Can you guys elaborate on that? On the self-judgment? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what we have here is the Devil card with corruption and people being taken advantage of. So that's really telling me that I think this kind of ties in with the secrets. This is really telling me that it is some fuck shit going on. Like I said, there are things that you don't know. And there is a negative influence in the bloodline as a whole. And be careful about it not like anchoring onto you, anchoring onto your children, and continuing. So finding a better way to communicate with the family and get rid of that that judgment shit. You know what I mean? Like, this person talking about this person because this person doesn't have this, and the gossiping, and oh well, you don't have this, and comparing as well. And then also, like, with the family dynamic, be very, very careful about not being taken advantage of, and also be mindful of not taking advantage of others, because this is something that apparently is fluid in the bloodline. Because here we have the devil card with people being taken advantage of, and corruption. Okay, and they're stating that this is something that is basically a generational curse. But like I said, it's not like somebody's like, oh, hex you, everybody's gonna judge each other and take advantage of one another and talk shit about one another. This is the curse I cast upon you. No, it's not like that. It's like a behavior pattern, and it's coming from a demonic place, and that's on your ancestors, sis. And they want that to stop. And so what they're looking for you to do is drive the chariot and rise above this type of behavior in the family, and set the proper example, and then also teach your children how to operate in a higher vibration. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. They're wanting you to turn your back on these type of behaviors. Okay. And move forward in purpose, because it's not just about you, it's about the whole bloodline and uplifting the bloodline. And so if this is something that has like riddled the family, I feel this particularly with the feminine energies in your family. If this is something that you experienced from them, then don't project that, as you step into your position in the family. Don't project that onto everybody else. Be the change that you want to see. And they're also talking about spiritual downloads and spiritual gifts. So there is some type of spiritual ability that's in your DNA that hasn't been tapped into yet. I don't know how weird you've been feeling. I don't know what if you've had any type of ascension symptoms, but your ancestors are definitely speaking on some type of spiritual ability. We all have them in our bloodline. It really just varies, but there's something there, and there's something that you can definitely tap into when you achieve the proper balance that you need. And also with the introspection, because that's going to come from inside of you. So you have to, dig deep and look inside of yourself, and balance yourself, balance your chakras, raise your kundalini, and raise above. This is you raising your kundalini, and rise above any type of negative influence that be taking place in the family line. And again, be the example that you want to see, and do better and teach better. Especially with the ones that are coming behind you. It's very, very important for the ones that are coming behind you. I smell star seeds. So there are some special children in the family for sure. So you don't want to raise them up in that energy, or have that type of energy being projected onto them. Can we elaborate on the spiritual gifts if there's any blockage? Oh. See, this is that messy shit I'm talking about. Your ascended masters are saying that a lot of the blockage is coming into the form of dissatisfaction. That's the ascended master. That's the old ancestor. That's one of them old ones, old ones. And she's saying that the blockage is coming in the form of maybe what is the word I'm looking for? Bitterness pertaining to relationships. Betrayal, deceit, some stealing, infidelity, and and dissatisfaction with that. And so I don't know if this is you. I'm going to confirm. I don't know if this is you. If you've had some issues with that, if you've had some issues with some infidelity, or you've been unfaithful, but we are going to confirm again the wheel of fortune is still, again, it's still spinning on your when you're tapping into your divinity, sis. So this is something that you really need to be taken seriously. What you need to understand is what we go through in our lives and the things that we experience around us is a reflection of how we feel on the inside. And I guess this is going into question number 2. What we're reflecting on, what's happening outside of us, is a reflection of how we feel on the inside. And the higher we raise our vibration, the more we're calling the positive energy to us. So if we have not healed and your soul line is still tight over some shit that happened in the past, over some shit that's happened in past lives, for that point that hasn't been healed yet, it's going to keep you in a vibration where you're feeling like there may be some lack, or you're feeling like you're not divine, you're feeling like you can't tap into your spiritual abilities, you're feeling like you can't raise your vibration. There's not a lot of assurance there. The wheel is still spinning on you tapping into your divine feminine energy, and you can't tap into your spiritual gifts and your spiritual abilities and heal your bloodline and uplift your lineage until that is taken care of. Now, what they're saying is when you achieve the balance that you need and work on the healing that you need to work on, you're going to get to a point where you're going to X a lot of motherfucking shit out of your life. People gonna go, situations is gonna go. It's a lot of things that you're not going to want to be involved in anymore. And that's when you're going to start seeing these more financial blessings coming on into your life. So I guess kind of maybe all of this shit kind of ties in together. I think when you start working on your healing and start working with your ancestors and uplifting your bloodline, question 2 and 3 is going to work itself out. However, I will confirm. Angels, what's up with the love life? Somebody lying. Somebody lying. What's going on with secrets and lies? Okay. What's going on with the secrets and lies, please? Oh, okay. So, if you're with somebody, I knew this shit was sending me. If you're with somebody right now, you're being lied to. Because you're not paying me to lie to you, so I'm not going to. If you're with somebody right now, somebody's lying to you. If you're with somebody right now, you're being misguided, or they're being misguided. If you're not with somebody, it's because they was lying and misguiding you. Refocus your focus. Introspection. That's what they said. Refocus your focus. Introspection. Go inside of yourself. Because whatever situation this is, whether you're in it right now or it's something of the past, it still needs to be healed from. That's for damn sure. And you see your ascended masters right here. These are all of the ancestors that came before you, and then that's you. And they're trying to pour into your cup, and they're trying to pour into you. Because the energy that you want and that void that you feel like is not filled, you're not going to get that in the outside world. You're not going to get that from other people. You're not going to get that from validation in a relationship. You're not going to get that from validation with your family. When you start talking about generational curses and shit like that, motherfuckers about to start looking at you like you crazy. They did me the same way. That's what the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But it needs to be done. This shit needs to be shaken up. But you can't go out here and shake this shit up if you're not properly balanced within your self-love. And what is this misguided shit? Like, what's this misguidance? What is this misguidance taking form of? Oh, the God card. the Most High. The misguidance is coming from whatever influence that this may be, pertaining to your love life, whether you're still in this situation or if this situation is something that's taken place in the past. It needs to be healed. It's affecting your vibration, and it's keeping your vibration low because it hasn't been dealt with and it hasn't been healed. And in order for you to tap into your light work energy, you have to do the introspection and heal. Stop listening to other motherfuckers and listen to God. Because where you're going on your spiritual journey, where you're going on your personal development journey, this role that you agreed to take before you came here, number one, it doesn't require external validation. Number two, nobody you know has ever been down that fucking road. And even if somebody is on their spiritual journey, they've never been down the fucking road that God has carved out for you. So have somebody gonna tell you how to do it. Doing the introspection and tapping into your divine feminine energy. Raising your vibration and balance. Now, this is you working hard to heal, to assess your bloodline, to heal from your past relationships. Working on yourself, working on your self-love, working on your anxiety, working on how you're communicating with others, and raising your motherfucking vibration. This is you down there doing all of that shit. And then here go the Ascended Masters coming to bless you. And this is a Pentacle card, and that means money. Okay. I seen it. What is going to be the outcome for the love life? Talk to me about outcomes for the love life. Okay. You need to cleanse yourself. Cleansing baths, grounding. You already work with crystals. You already know a lot about this shit. Okay. Cleansing yourself, cleansing your auric field, taking your cleansing baths, grounding yourself, wrapping your head when you're around certain people that you know is throwing you off. And also the way that you were communicating. Somebody's taking advantage. You've been taken advantage of. This is the second time this card has came out. And even if it is a generational curse, it's still very, very present in your life right now. So you need to work hard right now on yourself and not giving more than what you have to give. She don't even want this shit. Stop giving more than what you have to give to others. This journey requires the Devil card again at the bottom. This journey requires no external validation. More a confirmation on a love life. More confirmation on a love life. They're saying that you're judging yourself for whatever has taken place previously in your love life, whether it be in the form of somebody making you feel like you're not enough, or your inner child feeling like you're not enough. I've had a little dialect with little sis this morning, and she kind of giving me this huffy puffy energy. You might have when you were younger took more of a harder stance with who you were sharing your energy with, and what you were tolerating. I think when you were younger, you were like standing in your truth and standing up for yourself in more of a healthy way. And she wants you to tap back into that, because I just see her like huffing and right, walking around huffing and puffing and shit. Your ancestors are saying she focused on the wrong shit. That you need to be focused on this journey. Need to be focused on your balance. What did I say in the beginning of the reading? Everything is happening outside of you is a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So if there's no inner balance, then there will be no external balance in any of your relationships, whether it be friends, family, social commitments, work, your love life. Until you achieve your balance and raise your vibration, you're going to continuously be misguided. And you're going to continually be misguided because you're not listening to them. You're not listening to them. You listening to these motherfuckers that got you jumping off the fucking cliff for no reason. Oh, we all finna jump off the motherfucking cliff. How that saying go? Somebody tell you to jump off a cliff, you gonna jump off with him? Not literally, figuratively. Again, the wheel is still turning on your divine spark. You need to breathe life into your motherfucking kundalini. And that's just on baby. You need to breathe life into your kundalini. You need to work on your chakras. I can send you a guided. You need to work on your energy. You need to be focused on yourself right now. I'm gonna ask them again though. Because like we said what the fuck we said. Yeah. Your angels are acknowledging that you have been through some very murky, sticky ass situations in your past. And I think this has a lot to do with being misguided as well. And that there's the pain and loss. There's the hangwoman. You're very, very confused, or you have been confused about how to move forward. This requires introspection. And when you do introspection and look inside of yourself and not only tap into your higher consciousness, but tap into your shadow consciousness, you're going to figure out what it is that's really fucking bothering you, what is causing you to trigger, and why. And how to heal the origin of the trigger so that the shit don't trigger you no more. To where you can just detach yourself from your feelings and just observe. And when you do this, that's when God gonna bless you, not before. You want something? You're gonna have to make some sacrifices and give them something. Your ascended master is definitely got a hand on your bag. Said you better take these motherfucking spiritual gifts first. You know this was gonna be messy. I knew it. I felt it coming on. And if you ain't never had a reading before, they've been waiting to knock your motherfucking head in between the washing machine and the wall. Oh, they've been waiting for that. Simple question, ancestors. Is the business worth continuing? Is the business worth continuing? Pain and loss. Maybe not. More confirmation on the business. More confirmation on the business, please. Yeah, nigga. The wheel of fortune upside down with pain and loss. I don't think so. I'm not familiar with your business, but intuitively, I feel like the concept that you have for your business is a good concept. However, there's something else that you're supposed to be doing with that same concept, implementing that same concept. Again, the God card with the balance and the blessings. So when you find your balance inside of yourself, a lot of this shit is going to start making sense to you. And when these things start making sense to you and you stand in obedience, that's when you'll be blessed. There's a hold. Oh, and you'll be blessed with a king too. Anybody that you know right now ain't it. I'm here to tell you that right now. Because when I'm asking questions about the love life, that divine king card didn't come out. You're going to have to ignite your divine spark. Because your divine king is spiritual. You're in a phoenix, possibly in a dark night of the soul right now, because they keep talking about coming up out of a storm. Again, your ancestors are saying that you are being misguided. Who is this? What is this misguidance? What is this? Lack of balance. Who is this? Who's misguiding? Okay. Okay. So the misguidance is coming in the form of self-judgment. I think that's the third time this card done came out. You definitely need to take heed to that. So the misguidance is coming in the form of self-judgment and others judging you. Okay. You're not your mistakes. There are no L's. There are only lessons. L mean lessons. Okay. So don't sit here and judge yourself. I fucked up, man. Fuck that. Move forward and heal. That's it. The misguidance is also coming in the form of flirty, lots of suitors, because it speaks about a woman that has a lot of suitors. You're not looking for a man, you're looking for a king. Matter of fact, you're not looking for a king, you're looking for a divine king. But if you're not in your divine queen energy and your empress energy, and you're not sitting upon your throne, then how was the king to find you, love? Introspection. See, all these niggas is dead. There go all your friends, and they're dead. That's crazy. Push me to the edge. All of my little friends are dead. You need to do some introspection on that. Because you're not prepared for the partner. That's all of that's going to equate pain and loss. You're not prepared for your soulmate. And you're being stagnant about your healing and your spiritual journey. You're being stagnant. You're being reluctant. They're trying to talk to you. They want you to be very, very tenacious and very, very serious about putting the work in. Because they're just not going to bless you if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. The Fool card. Y'all eat up off my girl a little bit now. Shit. It's the first reading, at least she trying. Damn. We need you to be very, 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 very serious about putting the work in and listening to the divine voice and listening to your higher self and going inside of yourself and finding that. And if you don't, you'd be a goddamn fool not to. Then you can't ask God to bless you if you're not even in balance to receive the blessings, and if you are not in obedience with the path. He has a match set up for you, though. That's for damn sure. Because the Divine King card keeps coming out at the bottom. The soulmate. This is the soulmate. This is the Divine King. This is the nigga. Let me tell you about this nigga. This is the nigga. Well, no, he's not a nigga. He's not a man. He's not a king. He's a divine king. This divine king is going to come into your life. Okay? It's going to come into your life and knock your motherfucking socks off. When y'all fuck, you're going to be seeing colors. You're going to start seeing colors. You're going to see some orange. You're going to see some green and some yellow. You're going to be seeing colors. Your body going to be doing weird shit. You're going to be having lucid dreams. Your spiritual abilities are going to be amplified. His spiritual abilities are going to be amplified. Y'all going to be healing together, and y'all going to be vibrating high like this. This man will lay his life down for you. This man will sacrifice his own happiness for yours. You're never, ever, ever, ever going to have to question his motives. Ever. And if you do, he's going to reassure you instantaneously. He's going to show you in his actions that he was a godsend. And you're going to be scared. And it's going to be intense than a motherfucker. Everybody around you is going to love him. Your overall condition is going to improve. When you're in the energy of having anxiety or whatever is troubling you, he's going to have the ability to lay hand on you and immediately raise your vibration. Why? Not just because of the sacrifice piece, because he's another part of you. Right now, you're hung, you're confused. And I hope that this don't confuse you further. But the Wheel of Fortune with the Devil card is saying that you are choosing to operate in a lower vibration, and you're not fighting hard enough to raise yourself up. Again, you paid me to do this reading. It would be a disservice to lie to you. And also, if I lie, they're going to stop talking to me. So I can't do that. I can't do nothing but keep it a stack with you. This lower vibrational energy is what's misguiding you. And this is also what is causing this energy of self-judgment. And the need to be in an energy where you want to be pursued by many suitors, or entertaining a lot of suitors, or this being a desire for you. All of your readings after this ain't gonna be this, you know what I'm saying, intense. You know, you go get another read. It's not gonna be this intense. You just they just fussing at you right now because they don't feel like you're taking the divine guidance, and all of the crystals around you are going to amplify you to the point where you should be able to hear better. Any other guidance? Okay. The Lover's card with being misguided. They don't like whoever is in the motherfucking picture. They don't like who's ever in the picture. Whoever you digging on, whoever you crushing on, whoever you done fucked with, your people don't like none of these motherfuckers. It's right there. I ain't say it, shit. just the messenger. The Holy Spirit, the great mother, the first mother, is saying, ignite your divine spark and raise your vibration and put the work in, and that happy family and that white picket fence is guaranteed, satisfaction guaranteed. However, you must initiate this on your behalf first. You're going to have to show them something. I'm going to pull from my other deck. Mothers of old, did you guys have any information for my good sis? Okay. Mother perception. Mother perception. Look here. Either you are allowing people's criticism to fuck with your head, which I explained to you as a generational curse, or you're being critical of others. Either way, this perception that you have of doing this is not serving your best interest anymore. It needs to stop. The Chariot card. Take all of that low vibrational energy and roll that shit up into a motherfucking ball and stand on top of that motherfucking shit and transmute it into what serves your best good. Drive the motherfucking chariot. Now, what the fuck I said earlier, okay, about the motherfucking, about the high priestess and the spiritual gifts. Let's talk about that shit, okay? Because you playing. Let's talk about that shit. The high priestess card with the empress card and the illumination. That's why they mad at your ass. Because you have spiritual gifts that you haven't tapped into. You have illumination that you haven't tapped into. And you have a divine life purpose that you haven't tapped into. And they tired of waiting on your ass. Let me tell you something. You know me. Nigga, you know me before I was reading tarot cards. I was doing real estate. And when I tell you, I was making a hell of a lot money back then too. Okay? I was miserable. And I couldn't figure out why. I had went to the mall and dropped like 9 fucking bands, like all kind of shoes, jewelry, motherfucking clothes, all the motherfucking panties at Victoria's Secret, all the motherfucking lingerie, all the body sprays. Just, I love New York company. Just in the fucking stores, just buying. And I sat back there in my room with all of these things, and I lit a cigarette and I started crying. You know why? Because I felt empty. And I felt empty because I was not in alignment with my divine life purpose. And when you're not in alignment, nothing is going to be able to fill that void for you. I used to hang around in the Facebook groups and participate in all of this low vibrational shit because I was feeling lower vibrational. And I was miserable. So I was around, you know what I'm saying, very miserable circumstances. And I love the shit. I come to the realization now that I was really put around a lot of you guys to help at this time. Those were seeds that were being planted, because God ain't never wrong. And everything that happens is supposed to happen and is supposed to teach us. So if you look at the growth of the people around you now, and look at even your personal growth, I'm not saying that you don't have any. I'm just saying there's more to do. There's much more to do, and you're just getting started. But if you look back on the growth that a lot of people that we knew that ran in those groups, like where they are now, Most of them people have stopped doing that shit and got their motherfucking shit together, because we were all called to some form of awakening around the same time. There's a divine life purpose for you. Diversifying the portfolio. You need to diversify. Meaning that you need to find a way to still stay in the same arena, but taking the concepts and the business concepts that you've had thus far, and figuring out how you're going to be, number one, of service to the community, to your community, and how they want you to structure it to make money. If you are not in a higher vibration and you're touching and moving with these, you can't, you could possibly be rubbing that off when you're sending it out. I don't pack up products unless I'm fancy motherfucking free. I don't touch any of my items unless I'm vibrating at a certain frequency. If I'm having a bad day, I'm going to cancel my readings. If I'm having a bad day, I'm not shipping anything out. I'm not touching any of my products, and I'm not putting any of that energy onto my products. You have to figure out how you're going to find your niche with that. It could possibly come in the form of something else, because right now your money is upside down with it. It's not making the amount of revenue that you thought it would. And maybe, just maybe, when you tap into this illumination and do this healing and step into this Empress and this High Priestess energy, the path is going to be revealed to you. So even though I was on my spiritual journey, I wasn't fucking reading no goddamn tarot cards. Shit. Oh, okay, cool story. I've gotten readings, my damn self, but like tarot cards, yeah, that ain't me. You know what I mean? That ain't just what I'm gonna do. One day, I was in a spiritual shop and I went to get some herbs, and I ran across this deck. And like the yellow was just shining so bright, and I was just like lured into the corner to pick it up and buy it. So I came home and I opened the pack, and I took these cards and I literally start shuffling like this. It was crazy than a motherfucker. And I think I sat like that for several hours until they came back. He was like, "You cool?" Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I started remembering doing this shit lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Just kept coming back to me. And I would read the fuck out of myself, and I would sit here and have dialect with these cards for hours at a time. But I still wasn't in alignment because I wasn't doing the readings. So if I stop, they're gonna fuck me up. I'm telling you, they're gonna fuck me up. If I stop reading these cards, I'm gonna get my ass beat. And you do not want a spiritual ass whooping. So it's like that shit. It's a different kind of ass whooping. You have to get serious about the journey. You have to get serious about your healing. You have to get serious about your healing. You have to get serious about your ancestors. You have to get serious about your ascension. You have to get serious about your spiritual gifts. What the fuck is it? Is it clairvoyance? Is it astral projecting? Is it premonitions? Can you work with the elements? Are you talking to animals, Snow White style? What the fuck is it? What is it? What is it in your DNA that hasn't been tapped into yet? Angels, any more messages before I conclude this? There's power in failure. Okay. There's power in failure. I'm actually want to read because this is very powerful. What they speak of in the book about failure is very profound, and I actually want to read it to you. A majestic tree has withered and died, a thing of beauty never able to thrive and bear fruit. In a climate of smog and concrete, the life cycle failed before it could fully come into form. There are times in life when relationships, cycles, cherished endeavors are aborted, never to come into being, regardless of how much labor and love have nurtured it. Release your attachment to what could have been. It is essential to now face your failures, let them go and move on. Open your eyes to the new opportunities before you. The new opportunities are going to be displayed and showed, synchronized, and manifest when you step into your spiritual power. Ain't no way around this shit. They not playing with you. Okay. Great mothers, anything else? Okay. Cleansing. Working on your illusion and the way you're viewing things. Because I think Mother Perception was the first card that came out in this deck. Turning away from the world and external validation and looking for love outside of yourself right now. Tap into your isolation, do hermit mode, and the end result is going to be delight and happiness. Can we give her a few more words of encouragement after y'all done say him what the fuck off on her? Okay. The Great Void. I actually want to read this one to you too. I kept getting that one. I kept getting that one. I want to read this one to you as well. This is a new deck, so don't be judging me. Okay. Aditi comes during times of great void that precede transition. She is the emptiness that must be acknowledged when the way before you is dark and unclear, helping you to face the unknown with surety and without fear. Aditi allows you to see the result of your actions before acting, to use the fertile seed times to gain new perspective and access the fresh ideas. Aditi holds all possibilities for your future, which becomes clearer through self-reflection and understanding. Before your world is manifested, Aditi brings all possibilities to you for creating the world of substance to come. And then the last card was the motherfucking revolution. And when it's all said and done, and you go through your failures, and you go through your dark night of the soul, and you do your shadow work, and you do your higher self work, and you do your isolation, and you do your hermit mode, and you work with your ancestors and do everything that they're asking you to do, this is going to fucking be you. And where you going, ain't nobody ever been. And when you're done, what everybody is going to see is going to be someone everybody ain't never seen. And tap into your inner child, because I'm not about to argue with her. Talk to her. Thank you for booking with me.